What happens when the strongest heroes and villains clash in epic battles you've never imagined? Welcome to Mythic Battleverse, where legends collide and you decide the victor. Be part of the battle. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and share your ultimate battle ideas in the comments. Let's shape the Mythic Battleverse together.
The universe is vast, infinite, and teeming with the unknowable. In its boundless expanse, there are beings who dwell above the constraints of mortal understanding. Among them are two entities whose paths, until now, have never crossed. Dr. Manhattan, the detached master of quantum existence, and Adam Warlock, the bearer of the soul gem and guardian of cosmic equilibrium. Their inevitable clash would not arise from petty conflict, but from a cataclysmic event that transcended the boundaries of space and time. The stage was set on a dying world, a planet once brimming with life, now reduced to a barren wasteland. The air was heavy with ash, the sky a perpetual swirl of crimson and black. It was here that the source tear opened, an anomaly at the fabric of reality's edge. The tear pulsated with chaotic energy, a rift that bled universes into one another. No one knew how it was formed or why, but its mere existence threatened to unravel the multiverse itself. Adam Warlock, meditating within the timeless expanse of Soul World, was the first to sense the imbalance. The soul gem glowed fiercely, filling his consciousness with fragmented visions, galaxies colliding, timelines converging, and an ominous figure shrouded in cerulean light. Warlock's eyes opened with a grim resolve. The multiverse crumbles, he murmured, and one stands at its epicenter. Across dimensions, John Osterman, Dr. Manhattan, stood upon the desolate sands of Mars. He gazed into the source tier, analyzing its quantum fluctuations. To his understanding, the anomaly was not a threat, but an opportunity, a chance to reconstruct the universe, free of chaos, pain, and imperfection. Entropy consumes all things, Manhattan intoned, his voice devoid of emotion. Perhaps it is time to erase and begin anew. The first meeting of these titans occurred within the swirling chaos of the source tier. Warlock emerged from a portal of golden light, his presence commanding yet tempered by compassion. Dr. Manhattan materialized from nothingness, his towering form radiating with quantum energy. The two regarded each other, beings of unparalleled power, yet starkly different in their natures. "You must be the architect of this imbalance," Warlock stated, his voice calm but firm. "I am merely an observer," Manhattan replied, his gaze piercing. "This imbalance, as you call it, is a necessary correction. The multiverse is flawed, Warlock. Its suffering is infinite. I can end it." Warlock's expression darkened. "By imposing your will upon existence? That is not balance, Manhattan. That is tyranny." Manhattan stepped forward, his luminous blue form shimmering like a living star. "You speak of balance, yet you wield a gem that enslaves souls to your will. Are you not guilty of the same arrogance?" Warlock's hand instinctively moved to the soul gem at his brow. "I am its custodian, not its master. The soul gem seeks harmony, not annihilation. What you propose is obliteration of free will. I cannot allow it." Manhattan's expression remained unreadable. "Free will is an illusion, Warlock. We are all bound by causality, by the machinations of a universe indifferent to our desires. I seek only to liberate existence from its suffering." "And I," Warlock retorted, his voice rising, "seek to protect its potential, if you will." "Not cease, then I must stop you." The first blow was struck not with fists, but with energy. Warlock raised his staff, summoning a torrent of cosmic power that surged toward Manhattan. The quantum being did not flinch. With a mere gesture, he unraveled the energy into harmless particles. "Your resistance is futile," Manhattan declared, his voice as calm as ever. "Perhaps," Warlock replied, "but resistance is necessary," Manhattan countered with a wave. of quantum disruption, warping the fabric of reality around Warlock. The guardian of the soul gem endured the assault, his aura blazing with defiance. He retaliated by channeling the soul gem's power, projecting an astral construct that clawed at Manhattan's essence. Their clash shook the dimensions. The source tear widened, spewing fragments of alternate realities into the void. Warlock's blows were precise, fueled by his indomitable will. Manhattan's responses were methodical, each move calculated to dismantle his opponent's strategy. "You fight with passion," Manhattan observed, "but passion clouds judgment. And you fight with detachment," Warlock countered, "but detachment breeds hubris." The battle raged across realms, each strike reshaping the very cosmos around them. Warlock unleashed the full might of the soul gem, ensnaring Manhattan in a prison of eternal memories. For a moment it seemed the fight was over, but Manhattan, unbound by linear time, shattered the illusion and emerged unscathed. "You cannot bind me to the past," he said. "I exist beyond it." Warlock's golden eyes narrowed. "Then perhaps the present will suffice." With a burst of energy, Warlock closed the distance, engaging Manhattan in hand-to-hand combat. Their blows echoed like thunderclaps, each strike a testament to their unyielding resolve. Yet as they fought, the source tear grew unstable, its chaotic energies threatening to consume them both. "We must end this," Warlock urged, his voice strained. "Agreed," Manhattan replied, his tone unchanged. "But not before I prove my point." The source tear erupting, engulfing both combatants in a blinding maelstrom of light and shadow. The eruption of the source tear did not destroy them. Instead, it flung Dr. Manhattan and Adam Warlock into a realm that defied all logic, a liminal space where reality bled into abstraction. Here, the rules of existence were malleable, and the combatants were stripped of all external anchors. They floated amidst kaleidoscopic voids, their forms glowing like celestial titans. Manhattan spoke first, his voice resonating without sound. "This realm is unbound by causality. It is fitting. Here, we can finish what we began." Warlock tightened, his grip on his staff, his aura flaring. "You seek finality, yet you do not understand its cost. The multiverse does not need your perfection. It needs its imperfection to grow, to thrive. A flawed existence is no existence at all," Manhattan replied, his hand raising. With a thought, he summoned a quantum storm, a tempest of raw energy that cascaded toward Warlock. Warlock raised his staff, the soul gem blazing with light. He split the storm in two, the fragments spiraling into nothingness. With a deft motion, he retaliated, unleashing a wave of golden constructs that hammered against Manhattan's defenses. The quantum being absorbed the impact, his form briefly flickering before stabilizing. "You persist," Manhattan observed, "but resistance is illogical." "Logic is not the only truth," Warlock countered, surging forward. He drove his staff into the fabric of the realm, causing it to ripple. From the distortions emerged echoes of existence, fragments of lives from across the multiverse. These echoes swirled around Manhattan, their collective presence pressing against his psyche. Manhattan paused, his normally impassive expression betraying a flicker of curiosity. "You wield the weight of existence itself, impressive but insufficient." He snapped his fingers, and the echoes disintegrated into quantum particles. Warlock's eyes narrowed, and he launched himself into close combat. Their clash sent shockwaves through the realm, each strike warping the very fabric of reality. For what seemed like an eternity, the two battled. Manhattan shifted forms, multiplying into countless versions of himself, each attacking Warlock from a different angle. Warlock countered by splitting his essence, creating an army of golden avatars that met each Manhattan head-on. The battlefield became a chaotic tapestry of light and energy, a visual symphony of destruction. Despite the chaos, their dialogue continued, their words as piercing as their attacks. You claim to protect existence, but your methods mirror tyranny, Manhattan said, striking with a beam of energy that distorted time itself. Warlock deflected the beam, his golden aura dimming, but not faltering. And you claim to liberate existence, but your detachment blinds you to its beauty. The battle reached its crescendo when Warlock, with a desperate surge of power, channeled the Soul Gem's full might. He directed its energy into Manhattan, attempting to sever his connection to the quantum field. Manhattan staggered, his form flickering violently, but then, with an effort that seemed to defy reality itself, he stabilized. "You cannot unmake me," Manhattan declared, his voice echoing with finality. "Nor can you unmake me," Warlock replied, his tone resolute. In a final act of desperation, both combatants unleashed their full power, their energies colliding in a cataclysmic explosion. The realm itself began to collapse, unable to contain their combined might. As the light consumed them, a singular thought echoed in their minds. Is this the end or a new beginning? When the light faded, the source tear was gone, and with it, the combatants. Across the multiverse, balance was restored, but the question lingered. Had they destroyed each other, or had they transcended to something greater? The answer remained a mystery, a tale left for the stars to tell.